Hi and welcome back to my channel. I'm Debbie from Debbie's World and this vlog is one of my Vlogtober recipe videos. So today I'm going to be making a slimming friendly recipe. I am not going to say Slimming World because it's not an official Slimming World recipe. It is from the BBC website, BBC recipe website, and it is Tom Kerridge popcorn bars. So Tom Kerridge did a programme a few months ago called Lose Weight for Good, and if you know Tom Kerridge you'll know he was very big. I believe he was over 30 stone, and he's lost about 15 stone or just under, and I'm not sure whether he's maintaining, but he did really well. And then he did a programme with lots of diet friendly recipes. So there were two recipes that I've made from this programme. One was the cucumber dip thing, which is really nice, and the second one is one I've been wanting to make for ages, which is this popcorn bar. So let's see. Preparation time is less than 30 minutes and cooking time is less than 10 minutes, and it makes 20. So it says puffed rice and salted popcorn bars are a revelation. Make a batch to share with friends or colleagues. The bars will keep for up to a week in the fridge. And this is where we get to the science bit. Each serving provides 90 kcal. So you have to make your own decision to protect your own weight loss. For me, 90 kcal will be 4.5 sins. And that's how I will count these bars. So it's up to you to make that decision, and you'll have to get 20 pieces out of however much you make for it to be that amount of calories. So 90 calories, 1 gram of protein, 13 grams of carbohydrates, 3.5 grams fat and 0.5 grams fibre. So what you'll need for this recipe is some cling film, a 20 centimetre or 8-inch square baking tin. Well, I don't have a square one, so I'm just going to use this. 200 grams of dark chocolate, at least 70% cocoa. So I've got two of these from Morrison's, 72% cocoa dark chocolate. 50 grams of puffed rice cereal, so that's of course Rice Krispies or Rice Crackles. Now unfortunately it's not easy to get hold of a small amount of Rice Krispies, so I'm hoping that Andrew is going to help me eat the rest of these because I only need 50 grams. 40 grams of salted popcorn, 50 grams of dried cranberries, and 50 grams of large marshmallows. So yeah, it looks really nice, and you obviously put all that together to make a snack bar. So the first thing is to line your baking tin with 2 layers of cling film. Next thing I'm going to do is melt my chocolate. So I have my 2 bars of chocolate over a small pan, and I've got a heat-proof bowl with barely simmering water, and we need to just break the chocolate into pieces and then melt it slowly. Smells really nice. Melting a bit already. Yeah, just break your chocolate into little pieces and then let it melt over that heat. While my chocolate's melting, I'm going to weigh out 50 grams of marshmallows. Let's just zero that again, zero the scales. Okay, so that's 50 grams of marshmallows, and now I'll just quarter them. Oops, there go the marshmallows. Then the next thing you want to measure is your cranberries. These are the only ones I could find, dried cranberries. I was just looking on the Slimming World app just to see if they were a healthy extra, just out of interest, but they're not. And 25 grams is 4 sins. So we want 50 grams of dried cranberries. And it does say halves, but actually they're already quite a good size. They're about raisin size, so I'm going to put them straight in the bowl. Next thing, we want our salted popcorn. So you want to take your salted popcorn. I've just got this Morrison's one. And we want 40 grams of that. Now, I do think what I'm going to have to do is discard the rest of this packet. Oh, that's quite a bit actually, 40 grams. I'm probably going to have to discard the rest of this packet because Andrew doesn't like popcorn, and it will be, for a quarter of a bag, it's 116 calories, so that's about 6 sins. So the whole pack will be about 24 sins for the whole pack. Anyway, so I think I'll bin those, but they were only cheap. And the next thing is our Rice Krispies. Next thing to add to your bowl is 50 grams of Rice Krispies, or Puffs rice cereal, whatever you want to call it. So 50 grams of that, which again will be actually quite a bit. So you do need quite a big bowl. 50 grams, there we go. And what I'm going to do is, before I put the chocolate on, I'm going to give that a good stir. By the time you've done all your weighing, measuring and chopping, your chocolate should be well and truly melted. And if anyone can guess what the next step is, while the chocolate is still warm, which it is, quickly pour into the cereal mixture and stir with a rubber spatula. I have come prepared. Make sure you give it a good scrape out. I think we're going to need all that chocolate, and it's all counted within the calories. And then very carefully give it a stir. Actually goes further than you think, that chocolate. It's actually all pretty well coated. And you want to take your baking tray, transfer the mixture to the lined baking tin and press down well. So I shall give that a good scrape out in a moment. And I'll come back to you when it's finished. That is all the mixture in my tin, and I'm actually going to give it a further pressing down with a palette knife. And then what we do is transfer this into the fridge and chill for 2 hours. And hope that it's set enough to cut. Here we go, the popcorn bar has been in the fridge for about 3 hours, and you can see it comes out in one whole piece. So now I am going to get 20 pieces out of this for roughly 4.5 cents each, and I'll come back to you and show you. Andrew couldn't help himself but come in and help me cut it. So we've got 4 strips now, and then each strip we'll have to get 5 pieces out of for 20 pieces. There we go, 20 pieces, and it says it will keep in the fridge for up to a week. Before I forget, I will link the recipe below. I am not sure how long the recipes stay on the BBC website, but the programme was on a good few months ago now, maybe up to a year, and the recipe is still there. So hopefully if you're watching this in the future, you can still see the recipe, which I will link below. but it is looks really good. It's all the pieces have stayed together, and I don't think they're too bad for 4.5 sins. Some of the pieces are a little bit bigger, but it'll all work out equal in the end. Yeah, so I've just got this one. This piece has fallen apart a little bit, so I shall try that and let you know what I think. Excuse my appearance, but I've just come to give my feedback on the popcorn bars. I had 2 pieces in the end for 10 sins, or for, you know, thereabouts, and it's really, really nice. I really like it. It's really chocolatey. I might leave the popcorn out next time and maybe try and rework the calories or rework the sins, because the best bit was when you got the Krispies with the chocolate, and the I really like it with just the Rice Krispies and the cranberries. What did you think? Come and say what you thought.
The cranberries? Were the cranberries in them?
Yeah.
Were there? What do I think to it?
You don't... Andrew doesn't like popcorn.
No, I don't. I think popcorn's like chewing paper, wet paper.
But you thought it was a nice taste, didn't you?
Yeah, apart from that, yeah.
For 4.5 sins.
I wouldn't have gone for quite a high cocoa.
Yeah, make it a bit sweeter.
I would have gone for probably something around about the 50% dark chocolate.
Yeah, but
70.
with it being a darker chocolate with a 70%, it does give you that more of a chocolate hit. So for people on a weight loss journey, it's more satisfying.
I agree. It has to be a dark chocolate rather than a milk one. Wouldn't do it. But yeah, I would go with the everything else.
But I'm not quite sure whether that would have the same calorie content. So just be aware of that. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed it, and 1 piece was enough. But it was just that the first piece I tried was all broken up.
I'd rather go with one of the Malteser slices myself.
Yeah, but we don't know how many sins are in the Malteser squares.
They're worth 4 sins each.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think it's worth the 4.5 sins. As I say, I'll put a link to the recipe in the down bar. The recipe states it's 90 calories. So I have decided to use the 20 calorie to 1 sin rule and count 4.5 sins per slice. But you do what you need to do to protect your own weight loss. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you make it, and I'll see you next time.